Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the season opener for the Trinity Tigers and the Hendrix Warriors. First game of the season for both teams. If you're here for the early games, thanks for sticking around. My name is Chris Hockman. I am joined by Scott Lebo. We should have a good game here. It's the first meeting between the two sides. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't had a chance to see Hendrix play. I don't know about you, Scott.
I have not had a chance to see Hendrix play. I saw Trinity play in the scrimmage earlier this week, but since that, before that, I don't think I'd seen them play since the playoff loss. So, good opportunity to see. There's a lot of new guys on this Trinity team that I'm excited to watch.
And so Hendrix, just to introduce Hendrix for you, if you haven't seen them play like me, they are from Conway, Arkansas. They came 6th last season in the Southern Athletic Association. This is, of course, their season opener. For me, player to watch, number 35, goalkeeper Jason Leone. He's a senior. He was all-conference last year. 4 wins he had. He had 46 saves. And, of course, Trinity Tigers, they were the SCAC runners-up, NCAA second round. First meeting between the two teams. Of course, they are based right here in San Antonio, Texas. They're 22nd in last year's D3 Directors Cup. Player to watch for me, Mark Donnelly. He's a transfer from West Liberty, number 19. Came here to pursue his Masters after graduating from West Liberty, where he was the captain. He won youth club titles in Northern Ireland. He scored 4 goals last year. He was all-conference second team with West Liberty last year. I'm really excited to see how he adjusts to his new team. Let me run you through the lineups as they're being announced for Trinity. So we've got number 3, Holt Bliss. So for Hendrix, Holt Bliss, junior forward from Austin. Number 4, Charlie Matter, junior defender from Houston. Reed Johnson from Austin, senior midfielder, wearing number 7. Wearing number 15 is Griffin McKay, a senior defender from Centerton, Arkansas. Number 19, Jensen Picha, junior forward from Overland Park, Kansas. Number 23, Parker Briggs, sophomore midfielder from Trussville, Alabama. Number 24, senior midfielder Mason Reed from Mansfield, Texas. And that man, number 35, James Leone, senior goalkeeper from Lyndhurst, Illinois. He also played volleyball in high school, which is unsurprising for a goalkeeper. He is 6'2", all SAA first team in 2023. For the Tigers, Trinity Tigers, your starting lineup in goal, making his collegiate debut, Omkar Satpathy, sophomore goalkeeper from Pleasanton, California, played for the Sacramento Republic Academy. Number 2, Adam Knutson, sophomore midfielder from Dripping Springs. He was an All-American in high school, SCAC Newcomer of the Year in 2022. He wore number 9 last year, so he's moved to a number 2. I'm going to pause. No, we're still doing thought we were going to the anthem. Still announcing players, great. We also have number 6, Alex Ramirez, junior midfielder from Houston, Texas, transferred this year from Kenyon College. Trinity have a lot of transfers this year. Myself and Scott were just talking about that, weren't we?
Yeah, I'm excited to see all of them play.
Always exciting to see how they transition. Won the conference championship last year with Kenyon. Did Alex Ramirez. Number 8, Louis Instrel.
He's a sensational player. I've always been impressed by him. I got the opportunity to play with him a little bit my freshman year, and he was always, class guy, one of the best players I've ever had the opportunity to play with.
Grad student, midfielder from London, playing his COVID season, transferred in from Marshall. Marshall might ring a bell. They won the D1 championship in the COVID year. Number 9, Aiden Perales, junior forward from Corpus Christi. Beautiful part of the world. It's just down in that sort of area. Number 19, Mark Donnelly, senior midfielder from Belfast. That's the man we flagged earlier, transferred from West Liberty this season. His dad played over 600 games for Cliftonville, iconic Irish club. He's also playing his 5th season. And number 23, Cameron Smith, sophomore defender from Georgetown. The Cayman Islands are going to run through before we hit the anthem. Luke Mayfield, sophomore defender. Luke Chandler, sophomore. No, he's a junior now. And number 32, John Connor Rule, grad student from right here in San Antonio. I had a really good season last year. War number 14, he is actually playing a 6th season because he's a red shirt and he got the COVID season, so 6 years for him. And now we're going to have the national anthem. We're going to put it on mute because YouTube is going to copyright strike us and take us down if we play it. So apologies, we're going to put on mute for the anthem and we'll be right back. We are back, ready for second game of the day here on Tiger Network. If you missed the earlier game, boy oh boy, it was dramatic, wasn't it, Scott?
What a finish as well. I mean, 2-1 game, brilliant. Both teams had their moments and a red card involved as well. It was a fun watch.
Yeah, it was a really entertaining game. Still up on our YouTube channel, so go check that out if you're watching on the YouTube, if you're watching on Tiger Network. Switch over to YouTube after this game. Go watch that. Of course, Methodist will be playing here on Sunday in the men's game. Got a doubleheader then as well. Men and women playing. The women backing up. They're playing tomorrow. So be sure to join us for the women's game tomorrow. I believe that's 6 o'clock.
I think that's correct.
So a bit early, which is the kind of window I like. These 8 o'clock starts are a bit rough on me who hasn't eaten dinner.
I ate dinner between the two
You ate
games.
dinner
That
between
was
the- you were thinking.
my planning ahead.
So, you know, a little bit cooler now that the sun has gone down, but not by much. It was what? It was 94 when we started the first game?
Yeah, I believe it was 91, felt like 94.
It is now 85, so, you know.
The sun not being here, though, is so much of a difference.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever played Mario, but there's that level on Mario where the sun just gets bigger and bigger and burns you and tries to kill you. That's Texas. That level was set in Texas, so it's been hot. If we were doing this last week, though, oh boy, over 100 degrees. I don't think I need to tell the Hendrix fans watching who are in Arkansas that summer is hot. So, you know, I think both teams are going to be suitably prepared. Tigers are in their grey. Hendrix are in this funky, like, orange and black number. I kind of dig it. Cool jersey.
Yeah, I like both jerseys. Looking at them, are these gray uniforms new? I don't know if I remember them. I feel like they had like the white and maroon stripes, and then the all maroon and the blacks.
There has been a grey kit in the rotation, but it might be a new kit this year. I never know when the school is due for a new. D3 schools don't get a brand new kit every season custom made for them like the D1 schools do. Heck, the D1 schools don't even get custom made. They got to order from the catalog. There was a season a few years ago where like every other school was wearing that gradient. You know, USA had that blue gradient jersey that faded to white. Everybody was wearing it. San Antonio FC were wearing that. Like, everybody was wearing it. Nike was clearly trying to sell that pattern that season. It's kind of what happens. In college soccer, you don't get a custom. You get whatever the catalog. Whatever you choose from the catalog is what happens. So yeah, going to be an interesting game here. Hard to get a read because these teams have never played each other. First meeting for these two teams. But I'm excited for it. It's always great for a season opener. Love coming out here for a season of Trinity soccer. Love seeing these teams. Always love seeing a new team, which, of course, next year we're about to do a lot of because this is the historic season for Trinity, the last season in SCAC. So they're going to want to send a message. They're going to want to leave with that trophy and never give it back. So we are underway here. Hendrix with the kickoff. So Hendrix in the predominantly black. They're going to be going from left to right on your screen for this first half. Trinity in the grey going from right to left. Silky Skills there from Adam Knutson. Earns a free kick.
And that's Adam Knutson for you. He's brilliant on the ball. I've had the opportunity to play with him as well, and just silky, never know where he's going to go. Very smart on the ball, very well.
Yeah, he does that sort of thing a lot. This won't be the first time we see it. Referee already having to have words. Which I kind of like to see. Lay the law down early, and then you don't have to worry about it later on.
I think there was a bit of some concern from the Hendrix bench that when the clock got stopped that there was going to be a card. But I do think it's a good decision to have a conversation with them early. That's a tactical foul, and you don't want to see those too much.
Good ball here going out left. From Cam Smith, I believe that was. Cayman Islands International played for their under-15 side. Beautiful work on the ball there from Louis Instrel. Swung in. No Tigers get on it, but not a great clearance from the Warriors. Goes down. Referee says all ball. A big appeal from the Tigers bench. I think the referee's got it right there.
I'd have to agree with you
Turns
there.
around. Good defense, though, there in the end to stand up.
Yeah.
Keep on the ball. It's cleared away. Not far enough, though.
Good start this from Trinity. A lot of energy from them going forward.
Yeah, Trinity getting going early. They want to send a message early. Big chance, you know, these non-conference wins can be the difference between an at-large berth and not getting an at-large berth. Trinity not ranked to start the season. They did receive votes, but they are not ranked. Oh, that's a bit of a foul. He's caught him late there. He's got to give the foul away.
Smart piece of play from him to just, knock it just slightly over, draw the foul. He was already committed to the challenge, and he had no way of backing out once the ball had gone by.
Yeah, good work there from Griffin McKay to draw the foul from Alex Ramirez. Transferred from Kenyon this season. Headed on. Warriors just trying to control it. Really good work there. That's great work from Parker Briggs. Uses his strength, keeps possession. He's now here on the right. I think he's just let the ball run away from him a little bit there. He has. So it's going to be Trinity trying to clear it. Hendrix nearly got that back. Tigers can't clear it. And it is saved by Omkar Satpathy. So that is his first save. Sophomore goalkeeper from Pleasanton, California, making his debut. Makes his first save. Won 2 MLS Next Division Championships, which meant he did not play high school soccer. Cam Smith here on the left wants the ball. Not going to get it though. They'll keep passing it around. It was Donnelly. Find Smith now. Smith. Knutson. It's played back again. Tigers just working up the right here. Not being given a lot of space to move it forward. They've got a lot of opportunities to pass it back. I know a lot of coaches say it doesn't matter how much possession you have if it's all back in your own third. Bit of good passing comes out for Cam Smith, making a good run. Up the left, can cross it in. Beats one man, can't find his man. It's cleared away.
It was brilliant play from Adam again there. Knutson just little flick pass in behind to Cam Smith, and he just takes it up the wing. In the end, can't quite find anybody in the box, but the players were there. The opportunity was there.
Yeah, it was an opportunity he beat the first defender too, which is what's frustrating about that from a Trinity perspective. So he beat that first man, but just couldn't find his man up front.
So one thing I want to point out early is how high Cam Smith has been playing. And, of course, as I say that, he starts coming back for the ball. But he is a outside back who's going to play as a winger in attack because Trinity are going with an interesting lineup of a 4-3-2-1 where they have no wide players beyond the outside backs. So what that's going to mean is that the center backs are going to get really wide in possession, and one of the defensive midfielders is going to drop in between them, kind of look to pick up the ball right here as they just have.
Yeah, which is why you do it. You do it to get that sort of middle player coming in. But really interesting, yeah, Cam Smith in his second season here at Trinity hasn't played that kind of position before. He did play more and more last year as the season went on. So it's really interesting to see him playing a different position. The ball comes to him. He doesn't get there, though. That might have come off the Warriors' head. We'll see. He did, so we're going to have a corner here 5 minutes gone, still scoreless. First corner of the match goes to Trinity. So corner here for the Tigers.
Interesting run from Rule there.
Just goes straight out, though, for a goal kick. Yeah, John Rule making that run forward. He did that a bit last year, though. He would be seen on corners. He did score 7 goals 7 goals in his career, 3 last season. Did score 3 goals. All of those were coming forward for set pieces. So we do see that from time to time from him. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him do it again. He is dangerous, even though he doesn't have the height. Like, he's not a tall player. He's not the kind of player you'd expect to come forward for them. But he does make those dangerous runs forward. And he's often there picking up. We talked about this a lot in the first game, picking up that second ball. That's what he's there for. He cleans up the crumbs really, really well. Ramirez now on the ball for the Tigers, playing it up wide rights. It's Tigers work possession forward.
One thing this formation provides for is a lot of opportunity for interchange. I've already seen players change position 5 or 6 times in the first few minutes, just trying to provide different angles for passing. I really like the way that they've opened up this game so far. A lot of options every time somebody's on the ball.
Yeah, and a lot of different options, which we talked about, makes it hard to defend because you don't know who your man is, you don't know who you're measuring up to. You can get pulled out of position if you end up man marking instead of zonal marking. It's a big challenge. Not a lot of man marking in today's game, but still, if you've been told to pick up a certain man and they end up changing their position. Tigers still working it on the right. I will say one thing about grey jerseys. Well, we'll come back to it. Ball going forward, quit away by Hendrix. That's a throw. One challenge with grey jerseys is they can go missing. You can be hard to see. There's a story of Manchester United one year got a grey third kit, and they played it in the first half, and they went 3-0 down, I think it was. And this was back in the Fergie era. And he goes, we are not playing in those jerseys. You all can't see each other. Ball going far post, but Cam Smith's too wide. Headed forward. Cam Smith really probably should have stayed wide at that point. He was never going to get there. Good little back heel from him, though.
Great challenge.
Cam Smith, yeah, probably should have stayed wide because he was never going to get that ball. And the Hendrix player was always going to try and head it clear, which would have gone right to him, would have probably been a better chance.
It would have been the opportunity, just like you were just talking about, for that second ball. The ball would have dropped to that Trinity shirt as it did, and then the option would have been there instead of what did happen, where there kind of, there was no option to go forward from that position.
And Trinity give it up again, free kick. Just a little, one of those fouls that's just like, well, the referee's got to call something, right?
Yeah.
And you're always going to give it to the defending team in that kind of situation because it's a less controversial call than giving an attacking free kick. So opportunity here now to build up from the back for Hendrix. There's Leone a long way out. Good ball forward, really good ball forward. Looking for Holt Bliss. Goes to ground, that's going to be a free kick.
I thought it was really good defending from Chandler on the first instance there. And then he kind of drops back in, and you got an outside back recovering, trying to make the tackle there. And in the end, they give away a free kick in a dangerous position here. And we saw it in the first game. Set pieces can be a game changer, and a set piece from this position can be really hard to defend.
Yeah, this is essentially a corner, but even closer. And so you get a lot of options. You can shoot direct if you want to surprise people, of course. Satpathy's first game in college soccer. Good chance to test him here. He has made his first save. They haven't given it to him, so I'd call it a save, but the stats masters do not. That counts. That's his first save. Go. He's cleared it away. Cleared away by the Tigers. Was trying to find a man, actually, which is pretty admirable in the situation.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to punch it clear, and in the end, he's very accurate with that as well, which is super impressive.
And now the Tigers regathering and regrouping here on the left.
And I think they'll try and just slow it down a little bit again here. They've had a lot of control in this first half. And if you can slow down Hendrix when they have their time to go forward like they just did, you kind of take them out of the game. Every time they come forward, every time they have a chance, slow it down again. Get the ball moving again and get them out of rhythm.
Yeah, it was a really dangerous attack there from Hendrix. Dangerous ball. Good effort, though.
Well done by Ramirez to win it back.
That was Josh Montgomery up front for Hendrix, one of the first-year players. Out of Little Rock, Arkansas, so he doesn't have to go far to go to college. Could almost stay home, almost. Good ball from Cam Smith. Great header defensively from the Warriors. Tigers just working it, taking the time, waiting for the opening. It's patient.
And I think that's a good decision from them. Again, you know, I think they often have a lot of possession in these games. McGinley's style is always one of more possession, more of the European brand rather than the American brand of playing the game, and it gives Trinity a lot of time on the ball. And so far in this game, I think they've used their possession really well, which in previous years I think they've had trouble going forward. Keeping the ball, no, but going forward, yes. Yeah,
which is the challenge, is kind of the object of the game, right? So it's important that you do. 11 minutes gone, still scoreless. Cam Smith having a go. Going forward. Decent effort there from Knutson.
Really well done by the two of them there.
And they're back at it, that pair. Knutson loses out. Decent idea from Hendrix. They're trying to flick it into Knutson to get a corner or to get a throw in or even get a goal kick. Didn't quite work out as it went around it, but I like the idea defensively. Ball swung in, powerful. Keepers come. Dives for it. Out of his reach. Wasn't nearly a shot that went out for a throw. Tigers regather. Swung back in. Keeper comes. I think he's got a touch on that. He has.
Yep.
Good goalkeeping. Makes his physical presence known.
Yeah, he comes for the first one. Doesn't quite get there. In the end, I think Lopez could have put a finish on it, but the ball had a lot of pace on it. That'd be asking a lot of a player to put that in the back of the net. And then goalkeeper comes against Knutson there. That's a brave piece of goalkeeping. So credit to him for that.
Yeah, big physical presence there from Leone. He does have 14 wins, so no stranger to winning games. Ball swung in. Just a little too close for the keeper for me. It's going to go out. There's going to be another corner, though.
I do have to say, and I noted this in the scrimmage earlier this week, that Trinity like to do the in-swinging ball, and they want to, at least based on what I saw in the scrimmage, put the ball really close to the keeper. And you look at them all now, they're all lining up super close to the goalkeeper. They're trying to create some chaos in there.
Yeah, Louis Instrel did have 3 assists last season. He's the one taking these corners. Was really dangerous last year on the corners, actually. A lot of times he didn't get the assist because it was a second ball, right? We don't do hockey assists, so you don't get 2 assists for the same goal.
I'd have so many assists in my day if we did secondary assists.
Yeah, no secondary assists, so unfortunately Scott's stat line, missing assists.
Oh, yeah.
That he should have. So, good ball forward. He is on. Keeper comes. Good work from Leon. Oh, no, they've called offside. So he was offside.
Another brave piece of goalkeeping, though. It's hard to go in there and put a challenge in like that. Even as a defender, if you're going in for a header against somebody, but as a goalkeeper, you're really putting your body on the line when you open yourself up, putting your arms in the air. You're really exposed. Your rib cage is exposed. It's scary stuff. So good stuff to see the goalkeeper being really confident early on.
Yeah, super brave, super confident. Really, really fun goalkeeping to watch. Played back to him. A slight bit of pressure. Not a ton. Not a ton, to be fair. Trinity not really putting the pressure on that maybe they should have on that ball. Goes out for a throw for Hendrix. Almost 15 minutes gone already. I feel like it's been a quick 15 minutes.
I would have to agree with that. I looked at the clock just a second ago and was surprised.
So still scoreless here. Been all Trinity for the most part. Cam
Great
Smith,
run.
Really good run. Comes onto a really good ball too. See the man coming behind. Cam Smith looks to get around his man. Just can't. Really good stuff, shoulder to shoulder. It's going to be a goal kick. Shepherds it out. Really, really smart defending there from Griffin McKay, senior defender, playing his 47th collegiate game. Out of Centerton, Arkansas.
A lot of home state players for Hendrix.
Yeah, a lot of Arkansas and Texas, so yeah. A lot of the neighboring states. Yeah, there aren't a ton of they've let the ball bounce. Never a fan of letting the ball bounce on a clearance like that. Good turn, good chance! Sent over the bar. What a bit of work there. Really great work in his first game in college. Josh Montgomery, the first year out of Little Rock, Arkansas. Strong, strong stuff. that might be the best shot we've seen to start the game.
Yeah, that was a real opportunity. I think JC did a really good job to get to that ball first, but then it wasn't dealt with by, I'm not sure who the other defender there with him was, but it wasn't dealt with, and it fell to the attacker right in that dangerous position. We're talking about these second balls. They're really dangerous when you give up a second ball to an attacker like that.
Yeah, I thought the strength on that shot, really powerful shot. He's going to go places. It's only his first collegiate game, but if he keeps that up, he's going to be a dangerous player. Ball going forward again. Big opportunity here for Hendrix. Really great run from Jensen Pichar. Cleared away. That was a great one from Jensen Pichar.
In the end, I don't think there were many people in the box for that ball, though, so I question his decision to put the ball in when he did. JC was kind of all on his own. John Connor rule. Pretty easy clearance for the 6-year defender.
Yeah, Pichar did have 2 assists last season, so is capable of swinging it in. But he's also scored 2 goals, scored 6 goals in his career. I would have liked to have seen him go himself, I think. He had the space, but just maybe didn't back himself this early. Played baseball in high school out in Overland Park, Kansas City. Kansas. It's close to Kansas City.
There is a Kansas City, Kansas.
Well, it's over the border. Kansas City runs
Well, I think there's 2. There's Kansas City, Kansas, and there's Kansas City, Missouri.
It's a good ball out. Great run here from Triple Taker, another first year. Getting round, he's in the box. Cut it back, keeper comes. Cleared away.
Great footwork, though, to get yourself in that type of position. But I think Omkar Sapathi did a really good job getting to the ball first. I think he got something on it, which made the cross a little bit more difficult, which he had to. Once you decide to go as a goalkeeper there, you have to get something on the ball. Otherwise, you're in trouble.
Yeah, you got to get a piece on it. Really good run from Triple Taker. Scored 21 goals in high school this year, did Triple Taker, for Catholic Boys School in Little Rock, Arkansas. Plays mostly as a number 10 or a false 9, which are pretty similar roles, in honesty. Very slight nuance between the two of them. But yeah, 21 goals out of 11 games he played in high school this year, so man can score. Exciting start for him. I think Sapathi's got to be happy with how he started on the whole. I think
Definitely.
It can be. That's a foul. He's clipped him.
Yeah, it can be nerve-wracking. Trinity's had some really good goalkeepers over the past few years, and they're all gone now. You know, the guys with experience have gone on to other things. And Omkar, he's been on the team. This is his 3rd year on the team, but his first real opportunity in a game like this. Sometimes that can be nerve-wracking, but when you make a few big saves or have a few big moments as he has had early on, you gain some confidence, you start to settle in, and the nerves start to go away.
Yeah, people talk a lot about strikers being confidence players, but the same's true for goalkeepers. It's such a... You can get your head down so quick as a goalkeeper. You know, we've seen some big blunders in goalkeeping, and we've seen that really affect players' careers.
Yeah, you have a blunder, it's hard to come back because your confidence can be really shot after that.
So yellow card there for Griffin McKay. Headed on by Trinity, goes wide.
Good ball in, though.
Yeah, decent ball in. Interesting work defensively there from Triple Taker, raising his arms. Might be advised to cut that out of his game if he wants to stay on the field in games. It's going to cop you a lot of yellows. His team's not afraid of getting yellows. Hendrix have got plenty of yellows over their years. That one for Griffin McKay was the 5th yellow card of his career.
They're pouring people forward for this goal kick. They've got like 5 or 6 right up there on the Trinity back line, putting pressure on.
Yeah, Leone's got a big boot on him. That went all the way to halfway.
Didn't quite make it to all his players up there.
Yeah, they were maybe a little far forward, but they've still kept possession. That's the main thing.
We were talking about the wind in the first half. It is blowing slightly that direction. So,
yeah,
so maybe
slightly of the wind. It's off and on, but if we look at the flagpole above the scoreboard, there's a definite breeze into Leone's face. So that ball's gone wide. I don't know if he is going to get there. I was about to say, I don't know if he'll get there, but he is quick. Makes a good run, gets there, slows things down just a little bit, and he will go back.
If that was an intended ball from Chandler, and I think it was, that was a significant pass. I mean, just to loft it up like that with a lot of spin, put it right where only Smith could get to it.
That was a beautiful pass from Montgomery for Hendrix as well to start things off on that counterattack. Didn't quite come off in the end, but really appreciated the pass. Really great work from a first-year player playing his first collegiate game. Doesn't look like it. He hasn't looked awed at all. Looks very settled in the collegiate game, because it is a big step from high school where you're playing against boys. You're now playing college. Well, yeah, okay, young adults, but they're still playing against men now. The game's a lot more physical in college than high school.
It's a big difference, and the speed of the game, particularly in these tight spaces, is a lot more intense than in high school.
So a big opportunity. You know, maybe not if you're one of those IMG kids in Bradenton, but, you know. But for most high school kids, big step up to college. Really good ball, really good run. Slides in well to keep possession. Has a shot, but it's right at Leone.
He's a creative player, Knutson. I feel like he always has a little trick up his sleeve to keep the defenders on their toes. And in that situation, little slide, brings the ball back. Almost worked out for him. Yeah,
I think he probably made the wrong choice to have the shot. He had two players in support that he could have cut the ball back to, but took the shot. That counts for the stat. But, John Connor rule there, playing it around. Cam Smith wants the ball, gets it from Chandler. Smith going forward. Trying to find Perales.
I think in that instance, he would have been better off playing the ball on the ground to feet rather than trying to play him up and through and behind. But good run from Perales there. He's showing himself in these positions. And, if Cameron Smith is pinned back like that and there are no other wide players besides the outside backs, Perales and Knutson, they're going to have to do a lot of work to get wide as that number 10 and number 9 role.
Yeah, Perales does have a good – he played wing, so he is a quick player. Played wing for RGVFC Toros Academy. Rest in peace to the Toros. I'm sure the academy is still going. The professional club is no longer playing in that great football pitch in the sky. The Toros. Fondly missed, I think, in San Antonio. It was a nice local derby. In Texas, we talk about local derbies as, 3 hours away.
It's very different than Europe. You can't really, drive 2 hours to France, You gotta. I drove here from Colorado Springs. It's like 13 hours just to go through 3 states. So.
Yeah, big distances, big distances. Well, now their derby's a 12-hour ride because it's El Paso. So,
tough season for SAFC.
Yeah, it has been. It has been. Trinity probably going to be holding the standard for San Antonio soccer this year. I think smart there from Cam Smith to sit back because it was more value there in that going. He wasn't going to win the header. More value in waiting to see if it went over him. Good ball. Good idea from Hendrix. Trying to get the ball through to Trip Ortega. Didn't quite play off. I think Perales was offside. So that's why there was no contest for the ball there. And he's fouled, so Reed Johnson hitting the deck. Almost a home game for him from Austin, Texas, played for McCullough. So midfielder, he can play in the back line, which is what he's doing today. Be interesting to see if he gets forward.
This game has flown by. We're already down inside the final 22 minutes of the half.
Yeah, still scoreless here. I'm Chris Hockman, Scott Lebo with you for Tiger Network. Thank you for joining us. Ball set line, that's a really great ball from Leone. Yeah, hands in the back. You can't do that in Aussie rules. You definitely can't do that in soccer.
It was a great ball in, though. It put Trinity under a lot more pressure than I think they were prepared for. But in the end, they dealt with it. They escape with a free kick. You get to build up again.
Yeah, a bit of a frustrating moment there for Hendrix because that was such a good ball in. And then to blow it with putting your hands on a defender to get some leverage. Frustrating stuff for their coaching staff, I'm sure. Trinity now working it up the rights. There's a run there from Knutson, but he doesn't spot it. And Hendrix will play it back for Leone. I think showing why he was an all-conference player. He's had a good game.
Have we had a substitution yet in this game?
No subs yet.
Same 22, still going at it. I think it has had a quite a bit slower pace than our first game, which had quite a bit more subs early on. So I think it's fair to ask the players to play as long as they have. But it's always interesting when coaches are deciding not to make tactical switches.
I think on top of that, I'm not even seeing players get up to warm up. So
Yeah,
I don't
on
think
either side, yeah.
I don't think we're seeing a sub anytime soon. Of course, I say that, and we do have one Hendrix player getting up and doing a bit of a warm-up. So I think we are about to see our first change of the night.
Knutson offside.
Yeah, just timed that run just poorly.
Looks like Hunter Kane will be coming in as well for Trinity and receiving instructions right now from Coach McGinley.
Yeah, Hunter Kane, senior midfielder from Katy. Played at Cinco Ranch, which is a really good soccer school. Big fan of Didier Drogba.
Oh, he's a big Chelsea fan like myself, so I'm a big Hunter Kane fan.
Well, you know, we can't all make correct English club decisions. Says the man who supports a team that's not even in the Premiership. So, you know. Trolled. Trinity are going to swing it in. Well, he's shaped to swing it in. Does now. Really great work. Keeps his hands completely out of it. And Cam Smith offside.
That's a really tough thing to do there, to get low like that. You know, if you try and hit that with your thigh, it's not going to really do anything. So to drop yourself down, it's really impressive.
Yeah, I could hear the slap that ball made
yeah.
from here. That's a defibrillator. My goodness.
Braden Shuey also getting ready to come in.
He is indeed. I wouldn't be able to walk after. I'd be wounded after doing that, I'll tell you.
No, that would hurt. That would definitely hurt.
Leone very confident on the ball. I like to see it. John Connor Rule sold out a little bit there, but he had cover, which is what you want to see. You want to see your players covering each other.
Yeah, and I think that this formation provides for that. When you have the, in the formation itself, you are saying that a, holding midfielder is going to have to drop consistently between center backs. So if John Connor Rule decides, I want to step for this, the sixes know to drop in.
Yeah, it was absolutely perfect stuff. Would have been nicer from a Trinity perspective if it paid off.
Yep,
but still, you're not risking much. Really great ball there. Good opportunity. Leone comes. Great work from Leone. Incredible goalkeeping.
What an opportunity for Trinity, though. The ball in was sensational. Knutson had himself in acres of space there, just him and Leone. And in the end, he can't slot it past. Substitutions happening now. Hunter Kane normally plays on the wing. He's going in at number 10, it looks like, alongside Knutson, unless there's being a formation change. And then Braden Shuey's also going in at 9. That's also not his typical position.
I think his early season games give you the chance to kind of try things, see what works, see what doesn't work. We saw Cam Smith as a great example of that because he saw limited minutes early, impressed, and got a shot. Playing in different positions until they found that this left wing spot really, really the perfect place for him. Sub in for Hendrix is Adam Tibari. He ran track in high school, so he's going to be some speed. Has a 5:45 mile time, which is obscene. These days I'm running a 15-minute mile, so
He's running 3 in that time.
Yeah, he could do 3 of them if he really wanted to. Maybe when I was his age, I probably still wasn't doing 5:45. I was probably doing 6, 7s.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, not 5:45 though. Damn. Yeah, I could do 4-minute kilometers, so I was probably doing 6-minute miles.
Only 15 seconds off.
Yeah, but it's a big 15 seconds. Ball swung in. It's going to go straight out for a goal kick. There is one player. We'll see if he gets on and I'll comment about it.
A little teaser.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. There's some interesting information about one player. One of the first years for Hendrix that I'm eager to see if it's true. It was on his profile.
Interesting. I'm
headed
intrigued.
forward.
I'm intrigued. I'm not going to look at the
You're not
notes
going to look at the note. You're going to have it be a surprise.
It'll be a surprise.
We'll see if he gets on.
If he doesn't get on, I'll look after the game.
Yeah. Yeah, because these guys are heading up to Georgetown.
Southwestern next week. Or, no, on Sunday.
On Sunday. It's a common thing if you play Trinity on Friday in these early games, you're going to play Georgetown. It's all right. You're going to play Southwestern because it's right there in Georgetown, just outside of Austin.
It's a good setup for the first weekend to have, the ability to invite people to come from further distances because you offer them the opportunity of 2 games.
And this weekend especially nice because it's Labor Day on Monday, so there's no class.
Yep.
There's also no work for those of us like me who have real jobs. Being a student's a real job. I don't miss it one bit.
Well, I love it, so I'm okay with it.
I kind of miss summer. Played forward by Hendrix. A little bit of aerial table tennis going on there.
Well done by Chandler, though. That's a tough ball. It bounced right in front of him, and yet he's still able to find Shuey up top.
Yeah, Braden Shuey goes out for a goal kick, though.
Not quite what Hunter Kane was looking for there.
Yeah, Hunter Kane tried to pull it in. Senior midfielder from Katy, Texas.
It's the second year in a row that Trinity have a new assistant coach to start the season.
Yeah, of course, the iconic assistant coach, Coach Carty. Really delighted for him to have the opportunity to take a senior job out in California.
He's at Pomona Pizza, right? They're coming to play here this season.
So it's exciting. Appeal for a handball. For me, there's nothing there. Nothing there at all.
No, it's like what we were talking about in the first game. It's hard to call handball when it's more kicked at the hand
and
rather
it's
than
that quick, too. Good work, I think, from Tabari to control that. Also played football, though, so he's good with his hands. But no handball.
Maybe it was intentional.
I think he was a kicker, though, so... Yeah, it's a common combo. It's a foul there, given away.
He stopped the clock as well.
By Trip Ortega.
Yeah, he's reaching for the card. And I think that's the right decision on that one. Getting him from behind. Knudsen had a lot of space in front of him as well, so.
Yeah, a little bit of a professional foul there, drawing him out. So Trip Ortega, first game in college soccer, first year coach, gets a start for his first game, which is always impressive for a first-year player to start. Trinity getting some subs ready. I see Joey Perryman. Another transfer came in from Central Connecticut. I believe that's Will Powell as well. English defender. But free kick now for Trinity to address. Looking far posted. Oh, good goalkeeping. Even with the drop, he kept it close. He kept it in front of him. No risk of a player running onto it. Really great goalkeeping. Even with the drop, that's good goalkeeping. Been really impressed with Leone. So he's put the ball down. He's going to run out. He's not afraid to go out. I think he's really good with the ball at his feet too, which is a thing people look for in goalkeepers these days. They want them to be good at footwork. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, you could even see
Popped
the grass rip up there,
Yeah, you can see there's a big divot in the pitch where that happened. Which is unfortunate. He was getting clear.
I'll say a fun fact about, or I don't know how fun it is, about Will Powell, who's coming on for Luke Mayfield here. He, I've been told by him, so I'm not sure how true this is, but that he had a very good chance. He's from England. He had a very good chance. He was playing in professional academies in England at a young age, but had some pretty bad back injuries that kept him out. He ended up coming to Trinity, and he actually did a recent thing where he wrote about how to deal with injuries that set you back like that. I think from a mental health perspective. So.
Yeah, it can be tough. I had a chronic injury for years and years and years that got I don't want to say misdiagnosed. Got ignored. That's a foul. Trinity is furious. No. Hendrix trying to play on quickly. That was never going to happen. Clock is stopped. John Connor Rule not happy.
He's going to get a yellow as well. He's taking it out of his pocket.
There it is. John Connor Rule, yellow card.
I think he's getting the yellow more so for his reaction than anything else in that situation.
I agree with that. I think that's a dissent yellow.
Because I personally thought that was a really good challenge. Referee disagrees with me. Referee has a better angle than I do, but I think it's his reaction to the foul that gets him the call.
Yeah, it was pretty flamboyant, shall we say. But yeah, those injuries can be really difficult. You know, I had a chronic injury for a long time that I'm over 30, so I said, I got this pain in my back, and a lot of doctors would just say, well, you know, you're 30 now. That's how things go. This was a long time ago because I'm a lot closer to 40 than 30 nowadays.
It was a metal flag.
And it just like completely laid me low, and mental health, it really took a hit because I couldn't do the things that I liked to do, you know. Ball swung in. I'll continue my health story in a bit. Headed on. Oh, big chance for a handball there, honestly. I thought his hand was out there. Corner kick.
That's one of those where you have the debate. Natural position. It's at his side, but it's definitely hit his hand.
It's out. I think Trinity might have got away, although no response on the bench from Hendrix. So.
Yeah, wow. The two of us immediately had a reaction.
I think if it was the other way around, Paul McGinley would have been sprinting onto the field.
Absolutely.
So, you know. Corner kick here, though, for Hendrix. Set pieces are going to be a good opportunity for them. First corner of the night. 11 and a half minutes to go here in the first half. Still scoreless. Swung in. Yeah, it's a side effect of that corner. It is difficult. He might have even hurt himself there. Yeah. He's down.
That's not a fun corner to take a corner in.
It's especially hard in these late games because not only are you running downhill, it's dark.
Yeah, it's not well lit over there either. It's downhill. It's a tight corner. There's not a lot of space. It's not a fun place to take a corner.
I should point out the field here at Paul McGinley Field is larger than necessary. They could get away with narrowing the dimensions. It's just not how Trinity wants to play, so they don't. It's been that way. I've been in San Antonio I've been in America for 14 years now, and every time I've been coming to Trinity, it's always been this long a field, so that ain't new. Yeah, free kick given away there by the Tigers. But his health problems really do lay you low. It is hard on your mental health when you have something that's chronic.
Yeah.
And it's really difficult. You know, I luckily found a doctor here in San Antonio that helped me out. Got me an actual diagnosis and had surgery last year on my hip because it was hip problems that I had. So,
there you go.
Over the moon, and I've never felt better. Feel like I am not 37, which by the end of the season I won't be. Big ball again here from Leone. 10 minutes to play here, still scoreless. Honestly, Hendrix have probably had the better chances.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that. I think Trinity's played the better game, but as far as chances go, Hendrix have had the better chances going forward. They've caught Trinity out a few times, which happens when you have a lot of the ball.
Referee laying down the law on the throw-in. I think it's the right decision in an attacking position like that. Admittedly, they threw it backwards, so it doesn't matter. But I think it's the right decision when it's, if it's down in defense and you move forward a few yards, who cares? If it's this far up, great ball. Leone's coming, he gets there. I don't even stress when Leone comes out, honestly. You know he's going to get to it. He's just such a good goalkeeper.
No, he's been really good to start this game. And I think he's had a lot more to do, at least recently, than Omkar Sapathi in Trinity's net.
Yeah, both goalkeepers have had good games. When they've been called upon, they've done well.
Haven't been called upon that much, either of them, though.
No, not a ton. Though there was that incredible save that we'll be talking about for a while. Really good ball out wide. Chance here for Trinity to cut it back. He's going to have to. Goes for the shot. Really great gather. Not just to get that ball, but to hold it. Yeah. And he does that because of how he positions his hands. It makes it scoop the ball.
Yeah, that's great goalkeeping. And Hunter Kane made him have to do some great goalkeeping because he did very well to beat his man there. Put in a decent cross. Shuey, I think, was in there looking for it. So
good run. Leone comes, gets there again. James Leone. Absolute Yashin work here. Incredible goalkeeping.
Playing a little bit of sweeper keeper at this point. He hasn't had too much to do in terms of, facing direct shots, but more so dealing with balls in behind and crosses.
Really good run again from Montgomery. He's caught from behind. Nothing, says the referee, and it's going to be a throw-in. Yellow card.
And I think based on, rules yellow card from earlier, I think that's going to be the right decision. They're giving yellow cards for reactions. That's a fair trade-off. That rule gets that for his reaction earlier, and then you get this for a reaction to a foul there. But I'm not sure. I don't think we had the best angle on the tackle there, so I'm not sure whether it was a foul or not.
But wasn't even the player that was fouled.
Nope.
So the yellow card there goes to Bryce Robinson, junior midfielder from Decatur, Texas. He actually originally signed with University of Arkansas Rich Mountain, but switched his commitment to Hendrix. Stayed in Arkansas. There's actually a few players here that have ties to University of Arkansas Rich Mountain, which is really fascinating. It's almost a feeder school for Hendrix. I'm sure the University of Arkansas Rich Mountain wouldn't like me talking about them like that. Oh, that's unfortunate defensively from Hendrix. Really good effort to get the ball, but it falls to Trinity. A really good opportunity for the Tigers. Good defending to recover. It goes out for a throw. 7.5 minutes to play. Still scoreless between the Trinity Tigers and the Hendrix Warriors. Beautiful challenge there from Jason Suko.
You notice Trinity have changed two of their three defensive midfielders right now. Zach Anderson coming on, as well as Jason Suko, who is also, I would assume, he's a sophomore midfielder, and he wasn't here last year, so I'm going to say he's a transfer.
Yeah, Suko started at Loyola, but played 5 games there. Didn't get a lot of time, 52 minutes at Loyola, so he transferred in this year. So he's got an interesting stat line because he was born in Jacksonville Beach, Florida, and so that's what he's labeled as. But he actually grew up in San Antonio. He went to Reagan High School.
Oh, okay.
Played for San Antonio FC. So he's a known entity to folks here in San Antonio. His brother, Justin, plays for the Richmond Kickers in USL League One, actually. So Suko brothers getting around in American soccer. Tigers regather here. Good work to keep at his feet. Good turn. Draws an Olay from the crowd. On the far. I always love it when defenders do stuff like that and get a reaction from
and
the
that
crowd.
was a deserved Olay as well. It was great footwork from Powley.
So we were talking earlier that Cam Smith can play back. Now he is playing further back.
Yeah, and I think that has something to do with the fact that Hunter Kane has come in at number 10, and I don't think his natural position is to play the 10. He wants to get more out on the wing, and so he's shifting more out there, which is forcing / allowing Cam Smith to stay back a little bit further. But right now, Hunter Kane drifting really centrally, so Cam Smith getting forward a little bit.
Yeah, I think Cam Smith has that pace to cover back too when he gets forward, because often when you have wingers playing like that, you can see you get caught out on the counter. We saw that for the Matildas at the Olympic Games. We saw a lot of goals come from the Australians getting too far forward and then leaving that space. Saw that for the USA in the Women's World Cup in 2023 as well, same problem. But see Cam Smith already running back to cover straight away. That's what's so important. That's going to be a foul against Hendrix. Trinity players just hitting the deck. Take some deep breaths here. Only got 4 minutes left in the half. Honestly, it's flown by. Been a really entertaining game of football. Still scoreless. There are scoreless draws that are entertaining. This is one of them. Been a really fun game to watch. Of course, might not end scoreless. College soccer now, though, can end scoreless. We don't have extra time anymore. unless, of course, it needs a result. Cam Smith making a big run here. He's going to play back. There's one patch of grass, just keeps catching players out. Don't know what it is. Ball and Cam Smith stayed back. Yeah, he just kind of stayed in, no real intent. Although the two having words, it seemed like there was nothing in that from either of them, but just kind of momentum taking everybody into each other. Leone, of course, going to take it long. He's got a good boot on him. Been really impressed. The wind has just picked up, so we'll see if he notices it. Be easier for him to tell when he's at the other end because he'll be facing the flags that give it away. Also doesn't help that they are standing in front of the halfway flag. But it was a decent ball. Just two Hendrix players getting in their own way. I think he's going to pressure Sapathy. He has done, you know.
Wow.
Goes away from goal, luckily for the Tigers. Hendrix, a big opportunity. Really great. That's what you want. You want players going for it, sticking it to the goalkeeper. Really great to see.
That was a real opportunity for Hendrix. The back pass, I don't think necessarily it was the wrong decision there. I just think the press from Hendrix caught everybody off guard. More so a great play by Hendrix than a poor play by Trinity there.
I'd agree. Really great work from the Warriors. More great work from the Warriors with the control there. These two just getting their own way a bit. Good shot. I heard a second touch. Yep, it is a corner. Thought I heard a second touch there. So players coming in for Hendrix.
The Hendrix bench is very, very happy right now. I think I'd have to say Trinity started the half better, looked the better team to me, but over the past 10-15, Hendrix have definitely found their footing a little bit more. I would have to say that Trinity may be frustrated by not finding an early goal despite the fact that they were kind of dominating the possession. And sometimes that frustration can lead to mistakes. You know, you start arguing with your teammates, the chemistry starts to go away, and now you're giving away chances like this. Although it's another corner from that tough spot.
Yeah, although I thought the referee pointed to the other corner originally, so I'm a little surprised. A little bit of a discussion there because the ball was on top of the net. Referee wanted it moved, which is fair. Swung in, but two in. This goes out for a goal kick, so the subs coming in. It is a collegiate debut for Jack White. First year player from Flower Man. No relation to the White Stripes lead singer with the same name. And then also coming on, Landon Weisenart. His brother Dylan is also on the team. Sophomore defender from Fort Worth, Texas. Tigers trying to use this last minute to get a goal right before halftime. I don't know if it's going to happen. The numbers are back.
There's very good build-up play there from Trinity, though. Great switch of play from Chandler to open up space for Rule to carry forward. Then Rule plays the ball into Braden Shuey, who has good hold-up play. So good build-up. Just Hendrix were able to get people back.
Yeah, I mean, there's about 18 players back in that box right now, combining the two. Oh, he slipped, which has been a bad switch. Cam Smith gets back.
Good recovery from Cam Smith there.
I think the only team that's going to score in this last few minutes is Hendrix. Last few seconds now. Under 20 seconds to go. I don't think Trinity are going to move it quick enough.
No, it'd have to be a Trinity giveaway at this point, and that's not going to happen anymore.
Yeah, definitely not going to happen. Free kick. They're just going to let the clock run. Tigers already walking off the pitch. Players all walking off. No one interested. No one even walked up to address the ball at all. So
Just
there we
sat
go.
there.
Half-time, still scoreless between the Trinity Tigers and the Hendrix Warriors. Entertaining half. Really great goalkeeping from James Leone, keeping it in. Omar Sapathy also keeping it tight with his good work. Good chances at times for the Warriors. Really exciting stuff. Really fun to see. We'll be back in around about 10 or 12 minutes to get you ready for the second half. We'll hope you'll join us for the next 45 where hopefully we'll see a result. Welcome back. Welcome to the jungle, apparently. For the second half here, scoreless between Hendrix and the Tigers. I'm Chris Hockman. With me is Scott Levo. Scott, entertaining first half, even though it's scoreless. Leone doing some incredible work in the Hendrix goal. He's back out for the second half. What are you hoping to see here in the second half?
I'm hoping to see both teams start to figure it out a little bit more offensively. I think the midfield play was really good, and both teams looked good defensively. But in the final third, I think the creativity was a little bit lacking. The combination play wasn't there. Specifically from Trinity, they got a lot of attacking prowess. So I want to see a little bit more from Trinity going forward. Let's see if they can, combine a little bit more. They've got a lot of talented guys up there who know how to finish off chances. Obviously, they're missing Michael Meese. Missing for injury for the first few games, but still, a lot of talent up there.
Yeah, there's an injury story. Michael Meese, of course, they missed him in 2022 as well for injury. But he'll be back, and if he has the impact he had in 2023, it'll be significant. But it does give the opportunity for other players to step up, and we saw that in 2022. We're seeing that, saw that last year as well. Sort of forced players to play differently. We've got, and it's just a completely different front line this year. We've had the players who were up front have graduated.
Yep. With Meese hurt and Chen's gone, so.
Yep. Yeah, Shen Jay was big last year, scored a lot of the goals. And I think if those two were in this lineup, scoreline's a little different. But we're underway. Second half, it's the Tigers in the grey. They're going from left to right. It's Hendrix in the predominantly black, going from right to left on your screen. Warriors up against the Tigers. It's a tough one if you're one of those people that do what I do with March Madness and you just pick according to which mascot would beat the other mascot.
Depends on what type of warrior we're talking about.
That's the thing. Well, I think their logo is like a Spartan helmet.
Yeah, I might have to give it to the Tiger then. Well, I don't know. That's a close one.
Well, the Spartans and Tigers wouldn't.
No.
There's no Tigers in. Anyway, we're getting into the origins of the Tiger. Ooh. Oh, that's a poor ball. Good opportunity here for Josh Montgomery, who I was really impressed with. Of course, the second I say that, I've put the mocker on him, and he gives up possession. Really impressed with him in the first half. Especially it's his first collegiate appearance. He played almost every minute in that first half. Starts the second half. Loving his bright boots, too. Really easy to pick him out with those bright purple boots.
What a turn right in front of us from Will Powell.
Continues his run, too. Really great work. He's got help in the box. He does have three around him, so it's going to be difficult to release the ball. He does bicycle again. It's the second bike we've seen tonight. Sent wide, though.
What a run from Powley all the way down. I mean, he picks it up here at midfield, makes a great turn to beat his first defender, uses his speed to beat a second, and then all the way down, uses his brilliant move to get in, beat a third, go to the byline, cut it back, and create an opportunity for Braden Shuey. A little bit behind him, has to reach for it. If that had gone in, that would have been spectacular. Great assist, great goal, but alas.
Yeah, it is what it is. That's the second bike attempt we've seen today. We saw one real early in the first game. That's a great ball. Really good run here from Montgomery. But Sapathi's up to it. Comes out and claims the ball.
Really smart from him. He knew that he could get there and get his hands on it rather than just forcing a clearance there.
Yeah, really great work all around. Two players playing their first collegiate game. Sapathi, though, has had a lot of experience around a collegiate team. He's a sophomore. Was in the Trinity squad last year. Didn't get on the field. They did have three very good, very experienced goalkeepers last year. So there is kind of a fight this year for who's going to get that starting goalkeeper spot for the Tigers as the ball goes in the tree. One day I'm going to actually read the plaque that's on the tree. But anyway, I've been doing this long enough.
Well, I'm normally sitting over there, and I also have not read the plaque. So,
first time I saw a game in no, I was behind that goal. Never mind. First time I saw a Trinity game back in 2010. We're coming out for Will Powell again. Real sort of stuff, signaled with his left hand where he wanted his teammate to run. Really subtle. drew the defender. Didn't quite work out for how he wanted it to.
No, but they've kept the ball, and in the end, that's the important thing. You know, Hendrix was set up well defensively. They didn't give him the opportunity to play it forward, and in the end, you know, he tries to cut in there and almost gives it away, but he's quick enough, keeps possession, and Trinity still have it.
Yeah, Trinity still in possession. Had almost all the possession this half. Powell making that run.
Great ball.
Leone's out too, so he's going to have to work for it. Smart from Leone. What's the call? It's going the other way. Yeah, I think that's the right call.
Yeah, I think Leone just he beats him to it,
Yep.
and whoever gets there first is going to get the call in that situation.
Yeah, I think smart call also from Leone to stay on his feet and not dive in. That also helps him win that foul. And we're stopping the clock as a player down there. Kind of those collisions I've seen. Been real close to some nasty injuries in that situation. Had a game back in Australia. Central Coast Mariners versus Perth Glory. 3 players all went in. Slammed together. There was a shattered tibia for the goalkeeper and a torn hamstring for the defender. Striker was fine. Striker got up, was completely pale, went over to the bench and moved his hands to make a braking motion.
Yikes.
Told us he heard it. He heard the snap. So it was a rough game. And then the poor defender had to call the goalkeeper's wife and tell her what happened. So it was, so seen those end much worse than they have done.
It's going to be a change of formation or a change of who's playing where for Hendrix, as you know, injury happens there, and you got to make some switches. Somebody coming on who can only play on one side. Ball coming straight to us.
Ball coming straight to us. The yeah, those things can be wild. Ball swung in, headed down. I think he's caught him. Referee says all ball. Yeah, it was a 50-50 call for me, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's good strength there from Chandler to hold off the defender and win the ball there.
Good attempt to flick over the top from Knutson. Foul has been called against the Tigers. So free kick here for the Warriors of Hendrix. Remember, tomorrow we've also got a women's game. Trinity Tigers women will be playing out here against Occidental College, which is not a matchup you see often. I believe they've only played once. That's what the beginning of the season does. Throws up some fun matchups that we don't get to see a lot of. Another player down. I was worrying at first, but he's looks okay.
I think it's a slip on the grass, and we've seen that a few times tonight. Just the grass giving way at some spots, and looks like I think he's probably cramped just because of the way he slipped there.
Yeah, you can kind of hyperextend your hip too, and that can really hurt. You can pull your hamstring, but no idea. Not a doctor. I'm not going to diagnose. Challenge is in the humidity as well. The pitch can get a little bit slippy. It's very humid tonight, which isn't crazy unusual, but still, this humidity feels a bit high for this time of night in San Antonio.
We've had some rain earlier in the week, though, so that contributes. And we're supposed to have quite a bit more rain next week. So it's in the air. It's in the air.
Yeah, it's around. We're not quite Houston humid, so you know, that's the main thing. No diss on Houston. I
Thankful
love Houston,
for that.
but
I'm not a fan of the humidity.
it's humid out there. So they're going to bring on a replacement for the player that's injured, Alex Baltov. First-year defender from Shreveport, Louisiana, 2-time All-State, won the state championship 3 times in high school. His dad played soccer at Lindsey Wilson College and then played semi-professionally with the Shreveport Lions and Sylvan FC. Likes running, so we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, he's gone in, I think, at outside back, so he's going to have to do quite a bit of running in this formation.
He's going to have to enjoy running.
Looks like Cameron Smith is the one who went down injured. That's unfortunate. He had a really good first half. I was impressed with his play.
Yeah, I suspect they won't really risk him this early in the season.
Yeah. Yeah, his night's probably done. They've got a lot of depth, this Trinity team, as well. I was talking to some of the guys on the team earlier this week who were saying that they thought it was the best that the first 22 has been since, I don't know. The person who I was talking to, I think they were a fourth year, and they were saying, it's the best that the first 22 has been since my freshman year. So it's been 3 or 4 years since the team has been this good, according to the players.
Yeah, I mean, look, Trinity were not far away from a deep run last year in the NCAA tournament. Gathered by Leone. Very easy, given how well he's been goalkeeping. That's routine stuff. Rule heads it forward. Second ball, important. Using his hands again. That's something that Montgomery's probably going to have to cut out of his game.
Yeah, I'm surprised that wasn't called there, especially because I think that Donnelly won the header.
Yeah, I think that might be why it wasn't called, is because he won the header. I think if he lost it, he might have said, well, he lost it because of the foul. Good fight in the corner. I think that ball's gone out. No. Really great subtle stuff from the officials to kind of signal what happened without making it too obvious. Because there are 3 teams on the pitch. The officials are the third team. Always dangerous when you let it bounce like that. Hendrix with a chance to build something here on the left. Good turn, really good turn. Really great work there from Parker Briggs. Goes out. John Connor Rule gets there first, clears it away. Trinity trying to retain possession, they do.
Great touch from Knudsen. Oh, what footwork
really
from
good
Instraw.
Work from Instraw. It was a good touch and then a good pass too. Made sure they retained possession. Subtle man on Will Powell.
You have it written down here. I knew this, that Louis Instraw had spent some time in Chelsea's academy. I'm a Chelsea fan. Another good reason to be a fan of Louis Instraw.
Yeah. Spent a little bit of time at Chelsea Academy. So he was on the radar.
He told me he's played with some big name guys. I think he mentioned that, he knew guys like Jamal Musiala and Mason Mount growing up, so that's pretty cool to think about.
Yeah, it's a heck of experience for the kids too. They usually get to play at least a little bit. Good opportunity here for the Tigers. Cleared away. Really good stuff. John Connor Rule.
It's Powley again. Will Powell just keeps getting down that wing and cutting inside so well. The cutbacks are really dangerous from him. He's having his way right now on this right wing for Trinity.
Turn. Trinity keeping possession. Wide open out there was Jason Sukow calling for it.
Good combination play from Trinity to get in that position.
Hendrix really playing with it in the box there, which I don't love to see.
Oh, my goodness. What footwork from Lopez. Oh.
Fouled him. Just caught him, Lopez.
Yeah, it just got away from him. He did so well to thread the needle through the defenders, and then it just gets away from him at the last moment.
Yeah, I think he was going where he thought the ball would be, but he just put a little too much on it, so he ended up fouling the man. Those things happen. Small margins, small margins. So about 10 minutes gone here in the second half, still scoreless between Hendrix and Trinity. I think Hendrix would take a draw, but a big opportunity here. Really good run from Ortega. Goes down. Referee says all ball.
I think that's a great call there. And we have a good angle here. It was from behind, but I do think Will Powell gets the ball first. I think the clock's going to stop here as he's down behind the play
Triple
after that
Ortega
tackle.
stays down. Really good run from Triple Ortega. Really went for it.
A great recovery from Will Powell there.
And then nearly, unfortunately, a Hendrix player copping a ball to the face on the bench. So that was as the ball went out of play with Power.
I didn't even notice that.
Ducked just in time. We nearly had to have a concussion sub from the bench because it hit so powerfully into the bench, just clearing out the ball.
What happens in that situation? You get subbed back into the game for the concussion
I mean, you have to.
sub,
I think it's an interesting thing. You'd have to do the concussion test, I'd imagine. Triple Ortega has pulled up a little sore here. He's hopping a bit, favoring his right ankle.
Nobody going to warm up just yet for Hendrix. We'll see if that changes. I don't think he wants.
Yeah, he's still favoring it. You can see. which might cost them here. They could have subbed him out when the clock stopped. Swung across, just too high. To be fair, he is playing it to one of the shortest players on the field.
He's gotten there, though. He got there to keep it in.
Just a little too much on that from Knutson. There's a shot. Yeah, Leone ain't going to be fooled by that.
Good save, good shot, good build-up.
Good football, that.
Yeah.
Goes out for a corner kick for the Tigers.
I did hear just a moment ago some instructions being yelled out from the bench. I think Trinity are switching the formation, that they're going to go to a 4-2-3-1 now. I think Adam Knutson, who is playing in the 10 alongside Lopez, is going to come out right, or at least that's what the indication was from the bench.
Let's see what happens. Hard to say on the corner, obviously. It goes close to the keeper, gets there, stays down, cleared away.
They really like to get those deliveries right in close to the keeper. It makes me wonder, Trinity, I think, gave up a lot of goals last year from balls that were really close to the keeper, so I wonder if that's something that they've stolen from their opponents.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the move against a keeper that's this strong in the air, this strong on the ground. These are just strong keeper. In general, we've got some substitutions getting ready to come on.
Yeah, I wonder if Ortega's going to come off here.
I mean, he has to. He's still favoring that leg. We've got Tabari getting ready to come on. Jack White also getting ready to come on.
He turned as soon as the ball went out of play. He knew and turned around. Come off.
So he will be coming off. Get himself checked out.
Oh, he doesn't look very happy about it.
I mean, you just can't. He was favoring that leg. Maybe get some ice on it a little bit. And also coming off is Reed Johnson, senior midfielder for Austin. Playing in the 39th game of his career. Does have a goal. So throw in to restart us for Hendrix. 32 minutes to play. Big run coming, lung-busting run that nobody has bothered to see. It's going to be a bit of a long throw. Can't be offside off a throw. Can be off that second ball, though. That catches people out a lot. Sent long. Opportunity if he can control it.
Great touch by Shuey. Great hold-up play.
Down.
Similar to how we were talking about Pinto in that first game. Great hold-up play there from Braden Shuey.
Yeah, it's that strong frontman stuff. Good ball here. Good run as well from Powell. Well spotted. Powell's going to challenge his man into the space now. Plays it across, but to nobody in particular. Hendrix clears, only finds Rule. Rule takes a touch, turns, looks for an option. Opts instead to lay it back. It was back to Donnelly. Donnelly's the one staying back for that pass. So stay back. If there's pressure, just play it back to me as he gets it again.
John Connor Rule has drifted really far out wide here for a center back, but now they've dropped seemingly two defensive midfielders into that center of defense when they're going forward.
There's a foul that surprises Trinity there because they groaned as if they'd given possession away. A little surprising that the referee stopped play there because he really stopped play because his back was turned. I'm surprised. I don't know where the foul was because the ball was nowhere near there when he blew the whistle.
Yeah, I would have thought that the free kick would have been taken from
Powell's out wide right, wide open. So that's who they play to. Fast run from the defense. Let's come there. It's gone everywhere. It's missed everybody in the box.
It's got to be out for a corner.
It is out for a corner, yes. It's in that difficult corner.
Wow, I cannot believe that ball went all the way through the box.
I think that missed about 7 legs.
Yeah. Decent amount of players on both teams as well. Real opportunity for it to get cleared or put home. So.
Yeah, that could have been anything. Those are the kind of situations you dread. So corner kick here for the Tigers in the difficult corner. We're going to have to come up with a nickname for it, honestly. Oh. That was a golden opportunity. It's just in front of him.
Almost an Olympico there. He's maybe slipping it in at the back post. It was a well-taken corner. I think, it's a difficult corner for the away team, but Louis Instrel has some practice in that corner.
We did see, I don't remember if it was last year. I think it was last year in the NCAA. No, it was 2 years ago because it was a women's tournament. We did see a hat trick of Olympicos.
Really?
In the NCAA women's tournament. And I can't for the life of me remember who it was, which team it was, but hat-trick of Olympicos. And I commented on it, and the coach said, yeah, she practices it. She does it.
Yeah, and at the D3 level in women's soccer, it might be worth practicing. You might be able to catch some goalkeepers out a little bit shorter, a little bit smaller. You can, whip it in above them. Have that opportunity.
It was a phenomenal corner. It was really great. Really well done. So I've seen him. I've seen him on this field. Happened in the scoreboard end.
I've scored one a long time ago.
I
I was very young.
haven't scored anything ever.
Well, you're a goalie. Yeah, that's okay.
Free kick. Yeah, I didn't even score a penalty in a shootout.
Did you take a penalty in a
did.
shootout? Okay. That's unfortunate.
I was the 11th taker, so, it's everybody else's fault that it even got to me, to be honest with you.
Did their goalkeeper score?
No,
Okay.
we kept going. We
Then
went to 13, I think.
There you go.
Goes along. Great work from Hendrix to run onto that. Good chance here. Good ball over the top. I'm pretty sure he's on. Shanked clearance. It wouldn't be a back pass because there's intent in a back pass. Goes back, shot, too weak. He got more on the side of his boot than the front of his boot. Shanked clearance. I think this will fall favorably. It does. Really
good pressure
well
from
gathered
Braden
there.
Shuey. They've won it back because of it.
Yeah, Charlie Meta gathered that really well too. So really great work from Shuey. Tigers trying to play forward, blocked out. Frustration from the Tigers bench.
I've been really impressed so far with Braden Shuey tonight. I think he's done well, and he's not typically somebody to play up at 9, but he's done well in that position. So credit to him for being adaptable and playing in multiple roles.
Yeah, he's been doing really well. Said his name a lot. One interesting thing about how Trinity set up defensively there was they're concerned about the through ball coming through.
Yep.
So John Connor Rule set just a little back. Not a sweeper by any means, but just a little further back than the two less central, I should say, wingers. He sits just a little further back, so he gets a bit of a jump on that run.
And it's a smart thing to do when you're playing a team like Hendrix, who has been going long as much as they have. A lot of balls over the top, a lot of balls threaded through the defense. So good adjustment by them.
Yeah, they got some pacey players, to say the least. We'll see if Joey McPherson comes in. He's doing some crazy numbers, according to his stats report.
Oh, you're teasing it again. Is that the same guy from
on.
before?
This is the guy I'm talking about. I want to see him get on, because I want to see if his stat is true. Because I don't think it is.
Oh.
So we'll see. Tigers on the ball. Up the left, played forward. Opportunity to get into the box, but again, Leone comes off the line well, gets the ball.
It's been really good build-up play from Trinity. Again, you see the combination there, Lopez and Knudsen combining, creating an opportunity for a cross, but it's that final ball. And they haven't really been able to challenge anybody in the box. I mean, once the ball gets into the box, it feels like the defense for Hendrix and obviously goalkeeping from Leone has been really good, and they just can't get that final piece, Trinity.
Yeah, it's been 3 shots on goal, but 5 corners. Says to you that they're creating a lot, and it's just not coming off for them, which has got to be frustrating from a coaching perspective.
Yep.
Well, look, part of that's great goalkeeping, but you would have hoped, if you're on the Trinity bench, that they would have had a goal by now.
Absolutely.
I think Hendrix will be fairly happy with the way it's been going, although they've had some golden opportunities to get a goal, and so you'd want those. Ball's gone out. Trinity throw. It's going to be the sub. Looks like we're going to have one both ends. Luke Mayfield getting ready to come on. Sophomore defender out of Dallas, Texas.
Oh, going in for Will Powell, who's been absolutely fantastic down this right wing for me. I mean, if I'm giving players player ratings, he's getting an 8 or 9 so far for what he's done in this second half. I mean, every time he's gotten the ball, he's gone and he's taking players on, and he's beaten the first man almost every time he's got the ball.
And then the man on for Hendrix was Luca Villa. Coming on, junior defender from Grapevine, Texas.
Another corner kick opportunity.
This is on the better side. Trinity have more luck. I think everybody has more luck from this corner, the right side. On both ends, the right side's a lot more well lit as well, which does make it easier, both for the taker and for the people receiving the ball. They see it come in clearer.
I think first year Alex Baltov is taking it. Got some instructions from the coaching staff before taking it.
Goes out, far post, big opportunity, appealing for a handball against Trinity. It is. Hendrix getting ready to make a change. Looks like it's going to be Dylan Weisenhart coming on. His brother Landon's also on the team.
A lot of brother pairs so far today.
Yeah, it has been in both games. A lot of brothers. We have even more in the women's games too. We have a new sister pairing in the Trinity women's side.
Oh.
Big appeal for a handball for Trinity. Nothing doing.
We didn't have a good angle.
Yeah,
of
I
that
can't
from
tell
here.
you anything from where we're
We
sitting.
were screened completely on that one.
He's off. He knows he's off. Hendrix bench tells him not to touch it. That was a beautiful bit of control for Sapathi.
Yeah.
He really ducked down on the ball. Just trapped it with his shins. Great work. I'm always intrigued by the players wearing the world's smallest shin pads.
They're just trying to get smaller and smaller.
They're
Basically
just-
wearing like a
It's going to be like a SIM card
yeah.
for your phone.
Right now it's more like I would say like a Tic Tac, you know.
Like a box of Tic Tacs
box
is
of
where
Tic
we're
Tacs,
at.
Yeah.
Honestly, you could probably slip a box of Tic Tacs in your socks and
Yeah.
then count it.
Yeah. At some point they might be wearing Tic Tacs as their shin guards.
Yeah, just one Tic Tac.
One Tic Tac.
Free kick here for Trinity. Good opportunity. Maybe a little far out to go direct with it, but seen it happen. I've seen a goal in San Antonio from about where the tree is into the far net. 75.
This tree.
Yeah, 75-yard
Wow.
goal. It wasn't here. It was at Toyota Field,
Gotcha.
and it was very windy.
Ah.
NCAA D3 championships in, I want to say, 2013?
I don't think this one's going to go on target by the way
don't think
Trinity
so.
are setting up right now.
But Leone's setting up a wall. I'm sure this is another thing he's good at. He's good at every other element of goalkeeping.
We've had some good goalkeepers tonight as well.
Yeah, been some great goalkeeping performance. All four, honestly. Really great performances.
5.
Swung in. Oh, that's right, because they switched goalkeeper for the second half. Appeal for a handball. I think it's too close and it
Yeah.
doesn't fall to his feet. So
Yeah, I agree on that.
cleared away. And it looks like Triple Tager's going to be coming back on, so that's positive after he took that knock.
I had a feeling he would come back on. He was frustrated
He was
enough
frustrated to
about coming
come
off.
off.
Yeah.
I think you got to take a look at him, though.
At least give him a break too.
Yeah, give him some air. Thrown in. Goes to grounds.
That's a handball.
Also, John Connor Rule was wearing the captain's armband, now isn't. So I don't know who's taken over it.
Maybe it.
Or it fell off.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe it fell off. I don't see anybody else wearing it, but interesting.
Referee's giving a yellow card. There it is. The annual tradition continues. Paul McGinley.
I don't think it was him.
Oh, it wasn't Paul. You're right. It was not Paul. Paul McGinley did not get a yellow card. It is a yellow card to someone else on the bench.
I think it's for the new assistant coach, whose name I do not know.
I know, and I met him this morning, and I feel so bad.
This is the first year that I did not participate in preseason with the team. So, last year I knew the coaches very well because I went to preseason with them, but not this year. So I can't help you there.
Sub coming in for Trinity is going to be Joey Perryman. Sophomore forward from Flowerman, transferred in from Central Connecticut this year. He was a state champion in high school.
I think Ramirez coming back in
Ramirez
as well.
coming back too. Man from Kenyon College. Worked as marked tests while he was in Kenyon, so he might be picking that up in Trinity. So any students out there have complaints about their grades in finance subjects? That might be someone to take it up. Good ball out wide. Big switch. Looking for Montgomery.
Oh.
Heads on, keeper's out. It's in. Hendrix have scored the opening goal. Beautiful work from the Warriors. Really great ball over the top. Finds Montgomery, puts it away, and he scores a goal.
I'm not sure if Montgomery gets the goal there. I think it might have been turned in at the back post, but brilliant play from Hendrix. I mean, the transition, the ball gets out here on the left wing right in front of us. There's so much space. And then he puts in that ball, and I thought to myself, I didn't think it was a great ball when I first saw it, but it just floated the right way, right to Montgomery, and he got his head to it over the defender at the back post, put it in a position. I'm not sure if he finished it or if somebody else tapped it in, but Hendrix take the lead here, and Trinity have been pressing to try and take the lead for the last few minutes. They're going to have to come from behind now to do it.
Yeah, they are going to have to come from behind. What a moment for Josh Hendrix. Josh Montgomery for Hendrix.
They've given it to Montgomery, yeah.
Yeah, the assistant has written Montgomery in the book, so let's give it to him. Josh Montgomery, first-year player, making his collegiate debut.
Yeah, you've been talking about him all day.
He's been great. He's been really quick. I think he deserves the goal, honestly. He's played really, really well. Always happy for a first-year player to score a goal, especially in their first game. What a way to cap your debut. Omkar Satpathy, maybe a bit of a blunder there. Trinity won a penalty. I think he's made a meal of that, to be honest with you.
I think I agree.
Looking for the penalty rather than looking to play football in that scenario. Like it's gone 1-0 down, and he's thought, well, maybe I can win a penalty to make it a bit easier.
Yep.
Doesn't get it. You can tell kind of also by the way he got up.
Yeah.
He's looking a little sheepish as he walks back. It was Louis Instrel, I think. Throw in for the Tigers. I thought John Connor was going to take it, but he just passes it forward. Good basketball pass there from Mr. Rule. Instrel.
Good footwork from Knutson there.
Oh, a missed clearance. That could be costly. We saw a mistake like that in the first game result in a crucial goal, but it doesn't.
Great defending there.
Yeah, really great work defensively there from Owen Morris. Sophomore from Denton. Which is UNT territory.
Maybe overcooked the pass. Nope.
And he's
Lopez
kept it in, swung
there.
it in. Diving header, just couldn't get enough on that. I think we're in for an exciting final 20 minutes.
Yep, I think Trinity are really going to turn up the heat here.
Yeah, they're going to have to. They're going to have to find some goals. There's been times in Trinity, I think every season, they go through a passage where they just cannot manufacture a goal. I think it's a virus in San Antonio, honestly, because all the college teams here have it. San Antonio FC has it most years. There's always a time.
Yeah, and for Trinity, I feel like it's always this early season. They're struggling. You know, I think they get the defending down early, but the attacking combinations that comes through time playing together.
Yeah, I think especially this year where you don't have your main strike combo from last year, it can be difficult. But that's part of building a college squad. Corner's just overcooked. Can't keep it in. Whacks it into the Trinity soccer sign. Not into the sponsor sign, so they'll be fine with it. Or they won't. They want you to smash it into the sponsor. It's like Formula One. The most expensive sponsor signage in a Formula One track is where the crashes tend to happen. Because that means you're going to get your photo taken. It's going to be in the news, you know.
That's kind of gnarly.
It's a bit morbid.
Yeah.
It's going to be a throw for Trinity. Referee's calling Trinity white.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know about that. But
like a guess.
It's close. It's a very light gray.
Yeah.
Oh.
Beautiful ball. Instrel's got a chance here to run. Good defensive work again from Hendrix.
Knutson walked a tightrope there to get through. I'm not even sure how he did.
Yeah, got through two, couldn't beat the third. Big switch of play. Is it going to come off? I think it's going to be too close to Trinity. Although that touch, risky. No, he played it off the Hendrix player. Throw in. just inside the Hendrix half for the Tigers. 17.5 minutes to play. It's Hendrix 1, Trinity 0. Thrown down the line, a little predictable, and he loses possession. So Tigers blow a bit of a chance there. Warriors have got a chance to come away with it. Cleared away. Oh, referee just shepherded out. Trinity defender there. Diving challenge, all ball though. Tigers turn. Can't get through. Hendrix back on the ball. But Tigers again, it's just a bit sloppy. Somebody needs to gather it and keep control. Maybe we have it here.
He's got so
Tigers
much
making
space
the run.
here, Mayfield.
Acres of space for Mayfield. He could shoot. Leone was forward a little bit. Big opportunity here. He's kept on side. Mayfield wants it back. Gets in the box. Plays the shots.
He scored Trinity's first last year as a freshman.
Yeah, just wide. Really good example of how good a goalkeeper Leone is there too. He knew exactly where his post was, and that's what he was covering.
Yep.
Not 1 inch more. Covers where his post is, knows how big the goal is, doesn't waste any time covering anything longer. Tigers making a sub.
I think there's an injury, a player down on the far
there is.
side
I was
from
wondering why
us
the
in
clock stopped.
midfield. Can't quite tell who it is from here. Obviously, if they're lying down, the numbers kind of
Yeah,
hidden
it does make
from
it
us.
difficult to see the numbers. And they're wearing a shoe that like 6 other guys are wearing. So it's very hard to tell. Haircuts and shoes are what I go on. And I feel like everybody's got a pretty, except for John Connor Rule.
Yeah, he's got a pretty distinct.
Everybody's got a pretty generic haircut for the Tigers. That's usually how I do it, is shoes and haircuts. So if you want me to say your name more and you're playing Trinity, we're really unique shoes.
There you go.
Come out with some like gold shoes.
Or
yeah.
a crazy haircut.
Or a crazy haircut. Like
That would be more fun to see.
Dennis Rodman that. Like pink hair.
So it's Lopez. He's walking off under his own power, but
Yeah, that's
it's
good, although
ginger.
It does look a little stiff in one of his legs. So.
Yeah, he was getting stretched out at first.
Yeah.
I'm wondering about the cramping again, and it's a humid day.
It's humid, it's hot, it's early season too. You know, cramp is a conditioning issue. It's not an injury. It's a lack of conditioning. Which I say as somebody who will be lying in bed and get a cramp. So, you know.
Oh, me too.
I fully acknowledge that I am also not conditioned.
Yeah, I'll be. I'm on the club soccer team here at Trinity, and I'll get back from practice, and all of a sudden my calf will just cramp up while I'm lying in bed, and I'll have a heart attack.
Yeah, I don't even have that excuse. I'm just old. But you know. But yeah, it's difficult. You will see cramps a lot more often early in the season because players just haven't got their full fitness regime going. They haven't got their full game fitness. So
Zach Anderson. I had something written down about him from the scrimmage the other day, and he typically plays center mid, and that's where he played earlier in this game when he did come in. But I think he's out at outside back right now for Lopez or at 10. I'm not quite sure which. But he's a jack of all trades. He played right wing a little bit in the scrimmage earlier this week. So
shot, but it's right at Leone. That ain't going to beat him. You've got to do something a bit more creative than that.
He's been solid.
Yeah, Zach Anderson's dad played lacrosse for UC Davis, so sporting family, sporting pedigree. That touch is too heavy. Mayfield gets there, wrong choice for me, or is it? It is not! Stunning strike from Adam Knutson.
Could see it as soon as it was hit. The flight of the ball was just fantastic.
We said it was going to take something special to beat Leone. That's the something special. I believe last year the opening goal was also a bomb from distance, if I remember right. Trinity's opener from Mayfield was also
I think Mayfield's goal was off a corner.
It was off a corner. Maybe it was the second goal. But there was a bomb from distance
There
in the
was
first
there
game
was a
last
bomb from
year.
distance in the first game last year.
But what a hit. Hilariously, I still don't think that's the best goal we've seen today.
No.
Free kick in that first game
yeah.
to win it was stunning. But What a hit. Adam Knutson puts it away. 14th goal of his career, scored 7 last year.
He's sensational. I mean, every time I watch him play, he's a surprising player. He sometimes catches you off guard with things he does like that. The ball just stood up in front of him, and he had the wherewithal to take it on and just lob the keeper. We were talking about player comps earlier with Pinto, and something about Adam always reminds me of Cole Palmer, young rising player for England.
Yeah, it was a great hit. I actually didn't think it was going to dip as much as it did.
As soon as he hit it,
too much.
I couldn't even hold myself back. He hit it, and right away.
Yeah, great hit, great goal. 1-1 here. Tigers against Hendrix. 2 really good goals, honestly.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be an interesting final 15 minutes here. Trinity 1, Hendrix 1.
I think Trinity will try to keep the pressure that they've turned up over the past few minutes. They'll try to keep that pressure on, but I think Hendrix is going to change what they're trying to do, and so it's going to be a lot more of a back and forth, a lot more. I would expect some fouls, maybe some cards in the last few minutes because both teams are going for it.
Yeah, we've seen, I think, a couple yellow cards, but for things like dissent.
Yep.
Not anything violent.
No, it's been a pretty clean game as far as fouls go.
To Mayfield again.
Given so much
With the
space.
assist, plays it right at Leone. Mayfield had the assist, I believe, on that goal, which would be the 2nd assist of his career. Had one last year. He was a big part of the squad in his first year. Been real impressed with Leone. I think a score would be very different if not for him.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think Trinity have had to try and change the way they play because of him.
Smashed away by John Connorall.
There was a second there. I was a little afraid that was going to come right for us.
I thought that was coming straight for our heads. I think we've proven that I could not tell angles very well, and that's why I don't play anymore. Touch. Hendrix really trying to work
Great touch from
out.
Zach Anderson.
Now a chance here. Can they see the run on the left? I think that's what they're looking for. They find him. But 2 men with him. He's going to have to do something special. Played in the middle. Good reach there from Instrup. But goes
They're
out
racking up the
for a goal
shots.
kick. Yeah, it was 3 at halftime. We're at 7 with 13 to play. Sub getting ready to come on for Hendrix. Landon Weisenhart. So we'll have both brothers on the pitch at the same time. And, well, unless they do that sub again. Appeal for a foul. Says all ball. It's going to be a throw for Hendrix, which is one of those difficult decisions. I believe that was Jack White coming out. Yes. Jack White off. Landon Weisenhart on. So I believe both Weisenhart brothers are on the field. Or Wiesenhart. Apologies if I'm saying that wrong. Oh, it's off his back, so it's going to be another throw for Hendrix.
Trinity preparing to make a sub, I think, of Ethan Kadri. He came in a few times last year late in games, plays center back, and he is 6'7". So he's a presence in the box for set pieces going both ways. He's in there probably to try and help Trinity defend, make sure they don't give away a late goal, and also to try and score one himself.
Yeah, I suspect he's in for that set piece threat.
Yep.
Look, I think if you're Hendrix, you would have come into today thinking, yeah, we'll take a draw with the Tigers.
Absolutely.
But I think after you've seen this game and you've played this game, you're going to leave a little disappointed if it's a 1-1 draw.
Absolutely. I think that's the exact way that this game has gone. I think Trinity, again, started better, but really slowed down towards the end of the second half and allowed Hendrix into this game, and that really changed the pace of the game because here we are at 1-1 with just over 11 minutes to play.
Yeah, free kick opportunity. Part of that's just his height, like running with your arms and you accidentally collect him because he's at your arm level. and did kind of duck into it as well. John Connor Rule now on the ball. I didn't even see Mayfield out there.
Good find from Rule to see him.
That's going to be a throw for Hendrix. Thrown in, good throw. He's flicked it on though, but there's no one there. He looks around at his teammates, does Dylan Weisenhart, wondering where everybody was. Because I think it was a good flick on if there was a teammate forward. So now the Tigers looking to build up out the back. Rule, I don't think entirely was expecting that. Good control there from Knutson. So the Tigers working it forward to Ramirez. Ramirez almost overran it. Plays it out wide left. Good challenge from Hendrix, but the Tigers keep possession. Should play it back, and they do.
Good use of the body there from Zach Anderson.
Swung to switch. Just didn't get a good step, though. Did Mayfield, although it ends up back with the Tigers. Played forward.
What a tackle.
Great work there from Knutson. Big opportunity here for the Tigers. Swung far post. He was there. Goes down appealing for a penalty. That's probably the fourth penalty appeal. To be fair, the Tigers will do a penalty appeal if someone breathes in the box.
That's true. They have a very loud and aggressive bench at times.
All outfield players in this side of the pitch now are in Hendrix's half. So there are 21 players in Hendrix's half. And Satpathy is almost in.
Almost.
He's almost on the circle. So there's that change you were speaking about earlier. We're also bringing back Josh Montgomery, the goal scorer. And Jensen Pichar coming back on. And Landon Weisenhart coming off.
Luke Chandler, the man to make way for Trinity.
One of these new changes that I don't entirely love from a refereeing perspective. Yep. You now just sub off wherever's closest, which can make it confusing, especially in a league like this, like in college where we don't have a fourth official whose sole job is to manage that. Can be real difficult, especially when the play's up at that end, the assistant's on all the way on that side.
Yeah, you've got a player walking behind the back of the goal right now.
Yeah. There's that height that you were talking about and just doesn't come off. 6'7". It's going to be a goal kick. And so now, goal kick from Leone. He's been impressive. Showed why he's on the all-conference team last year. Ball sent long.
Good win.
Cleared away. It's going to be a throw for Hendrix, so they're going to play it quickly. Thought about it. Going to leave it, try and get the numbers forward.
Yeah, I think he wanted to, but then he looked up and he saw that all the players were covering at that point were in gray shirts.
And I think he's a better threat forward anyway. He scored the goal. That's where they're going to throw it to. They're trying to throw it over someone that's 6'7", though. Is difficult.
It's a little tough to lob somebody at that height. Although we've seen Leone lobbed, so.
Did see Leone lob. Free kick for Trinity just in their half. Just stopping the development. Goes out wide for John Connor Rule. Rule lets the ball do the work. Now for Mayfield. Mayfield and Rule linking up again. Rule goes forward. Maybe gets clipped. Instrull runs in, cuts in, goes across the face wide. Good effort from Louis Instrull. Switched his feet to get into the box, switched the ball from his right to his left, and then switched back to the right to take the shot. Goes across the face. You've got to hit with a goalkeeper as good as Leone. You have to hit those extremities in those corners of the goal if you're going to score anything. Looks like we've got Charlie Mata getting ready to come back on. Junior defender from Houston.
Trinity are winning these headers in midfield off of Leone's goal kicks pretty consistently over the past 5 minutes, which could be big for the last 7. It's part of how Hendrix has been getting forward all game.
Yeah, although if you just throw it to him, they'll also get forward. So there is that. You do have to not make the mistakes to just give you the ball. That's a big one. That's a foul. That might be. No yellow. I'm a little surprised by that because I thought that was a professional foul.
I agree.
Bringing down the goal scorer as he's about to break. That, for me, maybe should have been a yellow. Yeah, not violent. Big run from Leone. Goes over the top. Gathered, blocked defensively. And he's called for a free kick. The assistant had a little trouble with his flag there.
Yep.
But
the Hendrix coaching staff were a little concerned for a second there.
It's kind of signaling that there was an elbow in there. So you can be shoulder to shoulder, but once you throw your elbow in, it's a foul. Which is something I have to explain when I refereed every single game. Every game. It's shoulder to shoulder, ref. It was, and then you pushed your elbow out.
Yeah,
so
once you add a little bit of elbow, it's not fair anymore.
Yeah. So, big opportunity here for Hendrix.
Height's on Trinity's favor in this case.
It's going to need to be a good delivery. Swung in. Far post. Just couldn't get his head on it. That was a good ball. Really good opportunity there. That's blocked out for a goal kick for Trinity. 5.5 minutes to go. We're going to have that sub.
And I'm wondering now, because of how the game has been played over the last 10 minutes of this half, if Hendrix might start to sit back a little bit more and rely on the counter, just because Trinity have had a lot more of the ball, had a lot more opportunities over the past 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah, look, I mean, they've been dangerous on the counter too. I mean, we just saw it, right? So they're a dangerous side on that counter. I think, if you look at the rankings, you'd kind of back Trinity to have won this game. So if you're Hendrix, draw's not that bad. I do think they'd be disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you absolutely cannot take that throw that far up. Wasn't even close to where it went out. The crowd's not happy about it, but yeah, I mean, he took it about a third further up the pitch than where the ball actually went out.
He's gone,
and then he tried to go
back
to the exact same spot.
Yep.
Referee having none of it. Which is correct. In a tight game, big boot there. Headed well.
Good combo play there from Mayfield and Anderson.
Yeah, Anderson controlled that really well too. Mayfield blocked to stay in play. No. Corner kick. Big opportunity here for Trinity. Of course he's going forward. Big run forward from the tall timber.
Nobody wants to mark him.
And
Nobody wants to mark him.
even if he's not someone you're sending the ball to, he's a distraction.
Yep.
And that's one of the benefits of having.
And right now he's setting a screen on the goalie.
Close to the keeper. Leone's got there. Good follow-up from Hendrix. The shot's taken a deflection. Got to leave it for the keeper there. He does. Good sportsmanship there. They just kind of support each other to get back up. Like to see it.
It's been a good game. I think both teams.
Yeah, absolutely right spirit.
Yeah.
No aggro.
No, very much unlike the finish of the last game. I was going to say,
we saw a lot of aggro at the end. Almost a high boot on his own teammate. Can't give away a foul on your own teammate, though. So another through ball. It's dangerous. Rule gets there again. Rule playing just a little behind.
Yeah, and he has so much pace as well, John Connor. He just, if he's given that second of extra space, he's never going to lose that race.
Oh, beautiful back heel to find Zach Anderson. Another beautiful pass for Instrol, but he can't bring it in. Hendrix will regather. Blocked out. It's a throw for Hendrix. It's in the defensive third. 3.5 minutes to go. Trinity 1. Hendrix 1. Sub getting ready for the Tigers. Julian Lopez. First-year midfielder from Austin. Just can't gather it in. Played forward. Looking for Anderson. Actually, no, not looking for Anderson. Looking for Perryman. Perryman can't get there. Cleared away.
Good strength there.
Can they gather this? This could be big. Jensen Pichard just couldn't gather it in, but did enough. 6 skills. Very silky from Alex Ramirez.
Oh, but the pass is misplaced, and now Hendrix are on the counter.
Hendrix are away. Big run. Lung-busting run from Josh Montgomery. He's already got 1 tonight. Slowed down. I don't know if that's the right move from Hendrix. They've looked most dangerous.
I think it was really well set up there from I'm not sure who it was, but the Trinity defender who's cutting back just to not try and make the tackle, but try and get right side of the man, force him to go backwards, allows you a second longer for your players to get back, and by the end, the counterattack wasn't on.
Hendrix throw. Bit of confusion. There'll be another throw for Hendrix. 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes to play for the Tigers to get something out of this. Or Hendrix. Hendrix are the ones in the ascendancy right now. Ball thrown in. Just playing it down in that corner. Another throw in for Hendrix. It's going to be Holt Bliss taking it.
Taking a long run up for this one.
Going to be a long throw. On the running track, too. You get a little bit of bounce.
I always find it hard to adapt to the new surface if you start on a different one.
I can see it. That's a big throw. Only finds the Trinity defense, but they are going to get there first. Gets that first ball. It's so important to get that ball.
Great tackle by
Blocked.
Enstrel, but
Corner. Big chance as that comes off the goal ball net.
this is not where Trinity want to be right now. They want to be up doing the exact same thing on the other side of the field.
Yeah, 1 minute to play. I think they're going to use as much of this minute as they can, too, so Trinity can't counter.
Yep, they want to have the last opportunity of the game.
Yeah, it's clock management happening pretty seriously here. In fact, they're playing in the corner, which
surprised me a little bit.
Go for the win. I mean,
whoa.
Big shot. Sepathy goes right to him, though.
When he shaped up to shoot there, I was surprised.
Oh, that's some aggro. That's a penalty. That is a very silly foul, but no, he's called it the other way.
Oh.
No, he's called it the other way, which is the right thing. That whole situation could have been avoided if the referee was doing what he should be doing and saying you have to let the goalkeeper release it.
You got to give the goalkeeper a little bit more space than that.
Goalkeeper has to release it. You can't do that. Send long. Referee says no. Coach is on the field. Clock's been stopped, although I don't think the referee asked for it. And 23 seconds to play. Trinity are going to have to send something long. Paul McGinley having some strong words to Mayfield. Don't know what that was about, to be honest.
I almost gave away the penalty there, I think is what he's
mad
concerned about.
It was silly. It was very silly. Trinity are very fortunate to not be giving away a penalty with less than a minute on the clock. Very, very fortunate.
Yeah, I think the ref makes the right decision in that instance to give the free kick Trinity's way, but it's not a good decision from Mayfield there to just go and involve yourself there. You know, nothing good can come of that.
And we're going to reset the clock because the clock started running and then stopped and confusion. So, to clarify, 30 seconds to go. Trinity have the ball. A free kick on the edge of their own area. Hendrix definitely thought they should have had a penalty. I think the right call was made because he was obstructing the goalkeeper's release. You're not allowed to do that. But I still think that was a case to be a red card anyway. Big challenge. That's going to be a free kick. Referee has not stopped the clock, has he? He has.
He's reached for his back pocket.
Oh, he's reaching for the back pocket, which would be a red.
Oh, he kept his yellow in his back pocket.
Kept his yellow in his back pocket. That's unorthodox.
Guys, why don't we stop the clock? He did not ask to stop the clock.
Yellow card given. Discussion about stopping the clock. Clock was stopped. I wasn't sure that the referee asked for it.
The referee did reach for his pocket for the card, though.
That's not when the clock stops.
That is true. That is true.
That might be a discussion for the NCAA on Monday. So yellow card issue there. I didn't quite see who it was for, I'm afraid. Everybody's numbers are away. Very tense ending to this match. That was played pretty friendly all the way through. But
Yeah, up until the
last couple minutes.
Yeah.
I think there was a definite case for, even though you don't give the penalty, you still give a red in that situation.
Yeah.
For shoving someone like that.
I think
be a red. So tense finish here, 18 seconds for Trinity. If this is a goal, I think the referee's going to hear it from the Hendrix bench. I don't think you'll be able to hear us over the Trinity bench screaming if this goes in.
No.
But, we'll do our best. So free kick. I can't quite tell who's standing over
It's
it.
Adam Knudsen.
It is Adam Knudsen.
Wants a second.
Referee wants to move it back about 4 inches.
Fans don't like that.
Fans don't like. I mean, I understand. I understand that you have to be marking the spot. That felt a bit much. But anyway, we'll see here. 10 ending of the match. 18 seconds to go. Free kick taken. And it's too high. They're going to take all of these 15 seconds. It's going to be a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, I don't think this ball
Trinity
will be
and
touched
Hendrix.
again.
This is not coming back in at all. So time is up. That's it. It's all over. So it is a 1-1 draw. A bit of a controversial finish there. I'm sure there'll be more discussions about that to come. The final score here is Trinity 1, Hendrix 1. I think either side looks very happy about it. John Connor Rule just looked over and shook his head. Hendrix don't look happy. Honestly, I think they came in here. I think they disappointed because they thought they should have had a penalty. But 1-1 draw.
I think in the grand scheme of things for Hendrix, they'll be happy.
I think Hendrix will look back on that and say, "Hey,
Yep.
that was a result we might have needed, and we'll take that. We'll take that point." And for Trinity, they received votes in the first poll of the season. I don't know if they will next week, so we'll see what happens.
Still got another game this weekend.
There is another game this weekend. Usually you got to win 2, but So there we go. Full time here. It's Trinity 1, Hendrix 1. Bit of a weird ending to that game, but we will hopefully see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock as we have women's game, Trinity women against Occidental College. Back here on Sunday for a double header. The women are playing Hardin Simmons. That one's a bit of a grudge match. If you thought the ending to these games was spicy, that's going to be a spicy game to get us started on Sunday. And then the Trinity men will play Methodist. So some exciting games coming up. A lot of volleyball as well on the schedule. So all of that's on Tiger Network. I've been Chris Hockman. I've been with Scott Lebo. Thank you so much for joining us from all of us here at Tiger Network. Have a good long weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow.